All right, want to welcome everybody to another episode of Levi's Youth Sports Talk. First off, thank the sponsor Justin Womack for the chain and Steve Aguado for the banner that you see behind me. I'm the host Levi, who this podcast is absolutely not about. And let's welcome 2030 pitcher, and she also played corners. Want to welcome Khloe. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name, Khloe, just an FYI. I want to try, but I'm probably gonna mess it up. I'm good at that. Is it Valenzuela?
Yes, sir.
Dang, I'm getting good at this. I'm getting good at it. Welcome, Chloe. Welcome to the show, Chloe.
Thank you.
We got some cheering. So, Chloe, like, at what age did you start playing softball?
I started playing when I was like 5, around there.
Okay, and did you start? So, some girls they start playing like baseball when they're younger, or where did you go straight into t-ball like softball with the girls?
Yeah, I went straight into T-ball. And then I was a catcher for a good minute, but I
Didn't
changed
work.
over to pitching. Yeah, it didn't work out.
So when you first started playing, did you were you like one that was really trying to learn, or were you one that was just in the back picking flowers, playing in the dirt?
At first, I was the one that I was like playing in the sand, but
Okay,
and then
okay.
I started
Then
getting
okay.
serious.
Oh, okay. Then you got once you got serious, then that's when you jump to the front. Then when I want to know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
What what age did you realize like that you wanted to be a pitcher?
About like 8 years when I started like for real pitching.
Okay, and like you wanted to just be a full blown pitcher once that came in.
Yeah.
Okay, and like what made you fall in love with softball?
Like the game and like I don't know, it's just so much to love about it. Like it's like a great experience and you get to meet like amazing people and yeah, and it's very fun to play. Very.
Very hard to play.
Yes.
Because one thing that I like, right? Because like a lot of softball girls, they can venture off and play into different sports, but not a lot of girls can that come from the other sports can come into softball and just be like naturally good at a lot of because
Mhm.
like I see a lot of softball girls that play other sports and they're just naturally good at it because I know they spend most of their time practicing softball. So but when you got them girls that's like, say for instance, a basketball player, then she try to come play softball at y'all level. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know how good that's gonna work out for her,
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work out.
right? So when you started pitching, did you realize like the amount of work that you have to put in to be at the elite level that y'all are at right now?
Hmm. No, but I've got like comfortable like doing lessons like pretty consistently.
No, okay. So what was it like the lessons you going to lessons consistently? That's what boosted your confidence in the circle?
Yeah.
Okay, because like I see you walk around a circle, walk around, and it's like what I mean, like this my stuff, this my circle here. I own this, right?
Yeah.
What has been the most challenging thing about playing softball for you?
The most challenging thing is probably like trying to like balance out like family time with softball because I miss like a lot of things like birthdays and like stuff like that. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, trust me. I know exactly what you mean. I don't play, but I gotta miss all that because unfortunately my kid play, and so I know exactly what you mean. Right? Is you get like for me, being an adult, you get the messages from when are you gonna make it to the family reunion this year? And now I'm like, well, let me see. No,
Mm,
I'm not gonna make it.
yeah.
I won't make it this year. And it's in the summer. Big tournaments in the summertime.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I won't make it, right? So how much do you look forward? Like you playing throughout the season, but the summertime and the big tournaments, y'all have big tournaments, Alliance and
Mhm.
Colorado Sparkler and stuff like that. So how much do you look forward to summertime during softball season?
I look forward to it I look forward to it a lot because I feel like always summer's always our peak. Like I don't know, summer like everybody's like confident, everybody's just playing great.
And so y'all done really good at the Colorado Sparkler, So what was that experience like for y'all? Y'all won it. I think y'all went undefeated, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like, what was that experience like for y'all in Colorado? For you in Colorado last summer?
I got my energy was up like the whole time, and it was just a fun experience overall in Colorado. And yeah, my everybody's energy was up. Like
Mhm.
that was like the best games like I think everybody has ever played.
Okay, yeah, y'all didn't go out there to play. Y'all went out there on the business trip for sure.
Yeah,
She like, uh-huh. So when you started pitching, what was the hardest pitch for you to learn?
I would say drop because I'm like a rise ball like up pitcher. I'm an up pitcher, so I feel like drop was the hardest because it was like the
Okay,
opposite of like what I'm used to doing.
okay, so it's just hard for you to turn your hand, basically. Like, I mean, not hard. I mean, hard, but not hard because I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure you figured it out. But it's just a little harder for you to learn that than the rise ball. Okay, okay. How much has playing for Katy Cave helped you grow in softball on and off the field?
It's helped me grow. Like she's made me like more mature and like she focuses on like the mechanics and stuff, like the little things.
Mhm.
That's what's really made me grow. And she's like a good coach, like all like overall.
Yeah, like especially she have the experience of playing. So I'm pretty
College.
sure she can
Mhm.
tell you certain things, and it's like
Yeah,
not
she's
every not
been through it. Like,
yes, there you go. She been through it, so she know exactly what it takes to play at the next
mhm.
level.
Yeah,
What type of leader would you call yourself?
I'm a very hyper leader, energetic leader, you could say.
Yeah, at least I know for a fact that you're not lying, Chloe. No, that's good, right? You always need that hype person on the team. You always need somebody, boosting up the team. I'm pretty sure y'all got multiple ones, that keeps the team going. So
Yeah.
that's not a trust me, it's not a bad thing. Somebody, let's go, Chloe. So what's like a typical pitching lesson like for you? Like after a weekend, like let's say you've been, certain pitches that you wasn't hitting the spots. Do you focus more on those pitches, or do you have like a normal routine on pitching lesson?
Yeah, when I go to lessons, I like talk with her before. I talk with Alyssa before and tell her what I struggle with like the past weekend
Mhm.
and what pitches like I've struggled with, and then we normally like mainly focus on those.
Okay, okay, that's good. So you kind of, if you're struggling, you just feel like for you, right? That's
Mhm,
really good, for you to know, like, okay, let me tell my pitching coach that I want to focus on these certain pitches, so
mhm,
next weekend come, I don't struggle again on the same ones.
mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's the best advice a coach has given you?
Focus on the next play. Like you can't change nothing that you've like past did, like a mistake or something. Just focus on the next play and keep going.
That's some good advice, right? Because
Mhm.
especially as you're getting older and older, because I'm pretty sure when y'all was younger, it's like you make a mistake and you just pouting and walking, stumping, and worried about that play. When next thing you know, most of the time a lot of times in softball, when you make a mistake, the ball come right back to you. So you have
Mhm.
your chance, to redeem yourself. But if you focusing on that mistake, you probably gonna make that same mistake again.
Yeah.
Mhm. So what motivates you to keep getting better? Right? Let's say you have a day where you have to go work being a pitcher, you have to work extra,
Mhm.
right? Then you can hit too, so you not just focus on pitching. So what motivates you to just keep going when you don't want to or when you tired and stuff like that?
My team really keeps me like motivated to go because like I just don't want to let them down, you know?
Hmm.
Like yeah. I just know that I have to go to like every lesson so I won't drag the team down in a way.
Okay. Who is someone that has had the biggest impact on your softball journey?
My mother.
Okay, she's your number one fan. She stay by your side no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Shout out moms. Shout out moms. Moms gave me all the information. uh, what's something that you like to do outside of sports?
Hang out with family, really. Friends, as much time as I can with them because we're like a lot busy with
Hmm.
softball. So family time, really.
Okay, so like when you're saying like, family and friends, do you try to? I mean, I know it's probably tough because a lot of your friends play softball, but do you
Mhm.
try to hang out with the other friends that you have outside of softball?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I can tell you that much. What has been your most memorable moment since playing softball?
winning Colorado.
Hmm. So like when y'all won, right? I mean, I think I watched the championship game probably, but because I watch all your games when I don't have nothing to do. But so when y'all won that, right? When the last out, the last play, what was going through your head at the time?
Release it good, like really. I just gotta hit my pitches and trust my defense.
Hmm. Yeah. So when you go to Colorado, you got the thin air out there. Was it like difficult, kind of difficult, like to breathe for you, or you probably didn't even pay attention?
I really didn't. All I noticed about the air was that the ball would go.
She say that the ball will go. Hey, that's all that matters, right? As long as that ball flying, you don't care about nothing else. So let's say you're down in the count 2-0. What's your go-to pitch that you want to throw that you hoping Katie call this pitch that way you
Definitely,
can get a strike?
definitely curve. I feel like curve is my best pitch.
Okay. Yeah, if it was me, I would have said fastball. I'm just gonna throw it. Hopefully, it don't go straight down the pipe. But it's but at your age, at your level, y'all play. If you do that, is probably
It's
won't end well,
over yonder, way over.
keep them thinking with the curveball. So is it like so do you have a inside curve or outside curve?
I have an outside curve.
Okay, so it's going outside and then it's curving back in. Yeah, I probably will watch that pitch go by. Who I think I might know the answer to this question, but who's your funniest teammate and what makes them so funny?
Sophie Hosick.
Yeah.
She always like keeps me laughing. I don't know. Everybody calls her a cornball, but I think she's pretty freaking funny.
Mhm. Yeah, I think she had like the funniest moment on my interview thing since I started. I would just say that.
Mhm. She is hilarious.
Yeah. She don't let she one thing about it, I think every time she talk is always something funny, right? I mean, I know it's probably she knows she want to be serious, but that's just her personality. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Let's say a teammate is having a bad weekend. What's something that you would tell them to keep them motivated?
I would probably tell them to like instead of focusing on like how you're doing, focus like on picking up like your teammates and like congratulating them and yeah, staying hype really.
Stay hype. Never keep
Mhm.
keep the energy, keep the positive energy going.
Mhm. Yeah.
If you could choose a college or professional player to pitch to, Who would you choose?
Alyssa.
You want to go for the big dogs, huh? You don't want to scroll down the bottom of the. Well, I mean, they all good. She,
Mhm.
number one. She's okay. Now if you could choose a pitcher that you in the box, you can choose a college or professional pitcher to hit off of. Who would you choose?
I feel like it would also be Alyssa.
So is that like, is she like a player that you look up to? Do you like,
Mhm.
something like that?
Yeah, most definitely. I really look up to Alyssa.
Okay, you call Alyssa by her first name too. You know Alyssa?
Something like that.
She say something like that. Okay, hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. How do you prepare mentally for a game? Like, is your turn? Like, if it's your turn to pitch, right? This is your game. You're gonna
Mhm.
pitch this game. How do you prepare yourself mentally?
I really just zone, like lock in. Really, all I'm thinking in my mind is that I just gotta get the first. I gotta get the first out, like pushing the first out, really, and strike out the first batter.
No, okay. How important is, I know pitchers, they like to get, so for pitchers it'll be up in the count, batters is down. Okay. To get that first strike, right? Like, how important for you is your first pitch, you trying to throw a strike?
I'd say it's pretty important to get the first strike because you would rather work like in and then work your zone out than working out and then going in. And when you work in and like when you're pitching, then that's when they start hitting. So it's better
Okay.
to work ahead.
Okay. Chloe, look, I don't know what you talk about, but hey, listen. No, I get what you're saying. You explained it good. I'm just messing with you. I know. I understand what you're saying. I'm not gonna say I know what you're talking about. I understand, what
Mhm.
you're saying,
Yeah.
because me in the circle, I mean, in the batter's box, I, I'm gonna try to just bunt and hopefully I can just get on base. That's it. Trying to swing is a no-no. Like, sometimes you gotta, stay in your lane. Softball not my lane. Baseball not my lane. So, I'm a good podcaster. That's what I'm good at. So, what's one thing that you would like to tell your parents and coaches?
Thank you. And yeah, I really just want to thank all of them. They've really helped me get to where I am now. And yeah, really just thank you.
Okay.
And
How,
I
how
appreciate.
how important is it to have? I'm sorry, you was gonna say something.
No, I just said like I appreciate like all the help that they've given me, and
Okay. So how important is it for you to have good chemistry with your catchers?
it's very good to have good chemistry with your catchers because if you and your catcher aren't cool, they're gonna try to do everything to like backstab you. Like they would probably drop the ball on purpose. And it's very good to have good chemistry with your catcher because then they're gonna help you out too.
Okay, okay. So let's say you just gave up a big hit, or you walked the batter, and your catcher called time. The coach is not coming out. It's just you and the catcher. What's that conversation like?
Like I got the next batter, don't worry about it. And she probably will just tell me a joke, probably to get my energy back or something.
Okay, okay. So Lily and Maddie, should they come up there? They coming up there with some jokes.
Yes.
She say yes.
Yes.
No, but that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. I mean, coming up there to tell you how to pitch, probably. I mean, they catchers, so it probably, they probably couldn't tell you. I mean, not saying they couldn't tell you the right thing, but they can tell you something to keep you motivated, at
Mhm.
least. But I feel like a joke for y'all is to just always keep a smile on your face. To go out there,
Mhm.
joke, go on back, do your thing. A lot of times when y'all call time, the next pitch be a strike anyway.
Sounds about right.
Oh, sure. So if you could give some advice to a young athlete, right? A young girl, maybe she's there watching you pitch, right? What's something that you would tell her if she tell you she would like to be a pitcher?
Um, just know you got to work very hard and keep always have good energy because like as a pitcher everybody's staring at you and if you have not good energy then that's gonna show out on everybody else like you just as a pitcher you gotta have a smile or like high energy.
So like when you pitching, right? When you're going through the different age groups, right? At what age did you or I mean, if were you ever like nervous at any point in the different age groups, like when you first started pitching?
I feel like when I started pitching was in probably like the end of 8U and I would say I was kind of nervous because I didn't like all the attention being on me
Mhm.
and like when I was pitching I feel like it was I did get a little nervous because I was looking at the mound and I was like, okay, why is everybody staring at me?
You got the ball every time?
Mhm. Yeah, I just kind
Okay,
of got used
so
to it.
like at what age did you kind of get out of that, nervousness kind of stage?
Probably in AU. That like it. I was only nervous for like 2 tournaments maybe. And that was like probably the first 2 tournaments. Like I was actually like pitching in a game.
Okay, right. So basically, you wasn't you was nervous, but you
I
wasn't
wasn't
really
too
nervous.
nervous. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. It went away right away. You was like, okay, well, this is what it's gonna be. Nothing I can do now, right?
yeah,
Unless you gave it up, and I don't think after the work you probably been putting in, I don't think you just want to just give it up like that.
yeah. No, I could never.
She said, I could never.
Nah, I do.
So, what goals do you have for yourself within like the next year? Do you have a PR that you're trying to get or anything like that?
Yes, I'm working on hitting 65.
Yo.
Right now, I'm hitting like I hit 61, but I'm consistently like 59, 60, maybe like more normally 59.
No, okay, no, okay. So, and you trying to get to 65.
Yes.
So
I've
to
clocked it
get
before, but that was
okay,
probably
okay. Now to get that, like, how much extra work do you have to put in to try to get to your to 65?
probably getting in the gym really, working on legs. And yeah.
Okay, so it's time to hit the gym.
Yes, I would say
She
so.
said yes. So right now I have like a little thing I like to do. I'm gonna say two things, and you just kind of just pick which one that you would like the best out of the two. All right. So the first one is you rather play on turf or dirt?
Dirt.
Dirt. Okay. You rather
100%.
you so 100% you rather play on and why is it that you would rather dirt than turf?
Turf burns. They suck. I uh, I don't
Okay.
hate turf, but
If you had to
it's,
choose.
yeah, if I had to choose dirt.
Okay. Okay. You want a loud dugout or a quiet dugout?
Definitely loud. If you're quiet, girl,
Move around, huh?
yes, like
So, would you rather see your coach dancing or teammates dancing?
uh,
And which coach? And which coach? If you pick teammates, I want to know which coach would you like to see dancing?
that's a hard question. I feel like both would be very funny. I feel like definitely I would want to see um, our players dancing, but if I had to pick a coach, uh, I would really want to see um, Coach Lance try and dance.
Okay, okay. I was hoping you said him too. Now I can mess with him the next time I see him. Be like, hey, all right, now you heard. I know you heard the podcast. Time to bust the move, man. Would you rather morning games or night games?
Night games. I feel like
Oh, okay.
everybody has more energy at night. Or personally, I do.
She said, personally, I do. All right. Well, I mean, that's what it's. You know, what's your best thing that you like? So, would you rather play in the hot or in the cold?
Hot.
Yeah, that's some Texas answer for you.
Yeah. Because I hate when like you're playing in cold and then you end cap it. It's so, and then your hands are stinging. That's just not.
I hear you. So, you pitching, you want to get somebody strike out looking or strike out swinging. I know it don't matter because they strike out either way, but which one would you rather see?
I would rather see looking because I think it's so hilarious when it's clearly a strike and then they like turn around and they're like, oh, like girl, it was out in the middle. Like I think that I would rather them look and then see them look stupid.
I mean, I didn't saw him looking, I didn't saw him swinging. Have you ever had a guy that had struck a girl out swinging with a changeup?
Yes. I love
Oh,
when that happens.
that mean you done your job right. So you're batting on this one. Would you rather have an inside pitch or would you rather an outside pitch?
Uh, hmm. I would prefer an inside, personally.
Okay, okay. So if you had to choose one of these, would you rather forget your glove or forget your cleats?
My glove. You can't do nothing without cleats. You plain it works.
Somebody got an extra
Yeah,
glove for sure,
somebody
right?
has to have an extra glove.
Oh, sure. Would you rather a comeback win or win a close game?
A comeback win. It's more
Exciting,
fun to watch.
right? Yeah, the excitement is a
And it's,
hundred.
yeah,
Would you rather have a walk off hit to win the game or a game saving defensive play?
walk off.
Okay. Have you ever hit a walk off before?
Mm-mm.
No, not yet.
Going, not yet. I'm going for it.
I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I mean, you'd rather just be winning already, so you don't have to hit. Or
Some
would
calm.
you? Huh?
I said it's just some calm.
No. Okay. Would you rather a loud mad coach or a quiet mad coach?
You said a loud mad coach.
Or a quiet mad
Oh,
coach?
mad coach. I would like a loud mad coach because if they're quiet and then they're not saying anything, then it's just like, well, you're not telling me what to work on.
Mm.
Like, you know,
Yeah, I get it. I
you
get it.
don't know what they're really like mad at.
No, okay. I got you. I got you. So you batting. Would you rather the pitcher pitch a rise ball or a drop ball? Which one would you choose?
Arise.
Okay, so I mean you better hit a hitter on the rise ball than a drop ball.
Yeah.
So when you pitching, would you rather a nervous parent that's walking back and forth or a calm parent that's just sitting there?
A calm parent. If I see people walking around and they're like, then that's going to
hmm
stress me out.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. I agree with that for sure. You be stressed out. You like, why they walking back and forth? Is it
Mhm.
me? What's going on? What's wrong? Right? Just now, it got you thinking about all the other stuff. So better athlete. Uh-oh. This is a good one now. Better athlete. You or your parents?
Me.
No hesitation.
Not
Hey,
at
hey,
all.
I hear you. I'm glad that's a great answer. I mean, you're supposed to have all the confidence in yourself. So my final question I have is which teammate or friend would you like to see on the podcast?
You said Sophie already did it?
Well, I'm talking about the interview thing that we had did that time when she like
Oh,
messed up. I think that was like maybe like 2 years ago. So Sophie haven't hasn't done the podcast.
I would want to see Sophie do this podcast.
Okay. Got it. I need okay. I mean I see Sophie at the fields. Okay. We can ask her personally.
Yes. I will
When
force her.
you said well, four. So when y'all have practice when Thursday?
Yes.
Okay. Tell Sophie Thursday
Mhm.
because I won't see her before Thursday for sure.
I will.
Chloe, hey Chloe, I really appreciate taking your time and being on the podcast. I do this to I like to see y'all excitement, like to have y'all talking in front of camera. So therefore, when y'all make it to that next level, y'all kind of be okay. Like, hey, I remember this one guy, had this podcast. I talked in front of a camera already. I got this. All right. So no, I really appreciate you, taking your time out. I wish you the best of luck. I'm 100% sure I'll see you at a field probably pretty soon. So, but again, I wish you the best of luck in your softball journey.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you too.
Uh,